Hi guys, I am Pooja and today we'll be talking about top 5 makeup tips that will make you look young and fresh. So what happens is that when we are applying makeup, we sometimes tend to go overboard, or at times we put wrong product at the wrong place which looks a little heavy and off. So these are the 5 tips that will make sure that you look fresh and radiant at all times. So let's get started. First and one of the most important tips is to prepare the base. What we end up doing is that we do not apply any kind of moisturizer on skin before applying makeup. So makeup ends up sitting on the top surface of the skin, which is generally dry, so that looks really scaly and it kind of ages you. So I highly recommend using a good moisturizer 15 minutes before you apply your makeup. When you apply a moisturizer, what happens is it kind of seeps in the pores and make sure that the pores are not dry. The surface layer of the skin looks radiant anyways. So when you apply makeup, it is not sitting on the dry layer of skin and it does not look as unnatural. So I always apply a good moisturizer. No matter what skin type you are, it is very important to moisturize your skin. I am an oily skin girl and I always apply a moisturizer 15 minutes beforehand applying my makeup. If you are a dry skin person, I highly recommend using a facial oil and topping it off with a little bit of cream, massaging it in, waiting for 15-20 minutes and then going ahead with the next step, which is also very important, which is applying your primer. I like to use a spray primer, but if you're a dry skin person, you can go in with a cream primer. It kind of gives makeup this surface to stick onto, so your makeup is going to look flawless, it's going to last longer, you'll look really nice, radiant and natural. So next time when you are planning to put on makeup, make sure that your skin is nice and hydrated and apply a good amount of moisturizer in advance. Second and one of the most important tips is to use less product. Yes girls, less is more. I know we all love makeup and that is why we tend to go overboard quite a lot of times. When we're sitting down to do our makeup, we end up using a little more of concealer because we want to hide this or that. But please do not do it when you're using a lot of makeup, especially base products. It makes you look a little more mature. Not saying that's not something bad, but if you're going for a very fresh, natural and youthful look, make sure that you use only a pea-size amount of foundation, very little concealer, just spot correction. You don't really have to go and make those big triangles under your eye. They're just going to weigh you down, make you look very heavy and cakey, and that is not the look that we are going for here. So make sure that you use a very less amount of foundation, blend it very well. Once you're done with your foundation, apply a little bit of concealer under your eye and maybe around the lips, wherever you have to spot correct, but very little. Blend that very well. Set your under eye, set wherever you applied concealer. Now take even less quantity of powder and kind of blend it on your face. One very big mistake that everybody does is not blending the powder. You don't have to tap it on, you just have to blend it on. You don't really want the look of cake face. It really looks very mature and kind of very cakey. So that is something that you have to avoid at all costs. Third tip is not to use any colored or any kind of eyeshadow. So now I love using eyeshadow and they look fabulous for any kind of, colorful looks and night outs, or if you are going for a very heavy makeup look of a parties. But when it comes to youthful, natural, glowing makeup, then I would suggest please stay away from any kind of eyeshadows. What I like to do is apply a little bit of concealer on my lids, blend it very well, set it with a eyeshadow color which is kind of similar to your skin tone. I've used a salmon color eyeshadow which is very similar to my skin tone, so that the concealer that we've put on does not budge. Now if you're wondering why are we putting concealer, concealer kind of evens out any kind of veins or any redness that is on the lids and it gives a very clear base. Once you're done with that, the only eyeshadow that I suggest using for this look is a little bit of brown, a medium toned brown. Take a little bit of that and blend it in the crease. You do not want any kind of cut crease or any kind of eyeshadow that is starkingly there. Very blended, just to give a little bit of definition to the eye, and that is it. This eyeshadow look looks really natural and fresh and it adds on to that youthful look that we are going for today. Fourth makeup tip to look fresh and young is to concentrate on the brows and the lashes. Yes, so when you're going for such a look wherein everything is really nice and blended and light, one thing that you really have to work on is brows. So take your time, come in with whatever brow product you're comfortable with. I like to use my Sugar, it's a double-ended kind of a pencil. So make sure that you do your brows. Now I am not saying go ahead and go for like really strong Instagram brows or clown brows. That's not the look that we're going for. But in this complete look, the only thing that is kind of the highlight of the face, highlight of the look is brows. So take your time, define your brows. They have to look natural, but not like Instagram like perfect. So use whatever product you're comfortable with, take your time and do your brows so that it looks naturally defined. We're not going for like stencil kind of look, but something that kind of frames the face and brings everything together. Once you're done with your brows, curl your lashes. It is very important to curl your lashes. It opens up the eye and gives you that eye lift kind of a look. So curl your lashes and then use a great mascara. Mascara is the hero of this look. So use a mascara that is kind of lengthening so that eyes look a little open and bigger. But then again, we are not going for spider lashes, so don't go overboard. I have done 3 coats of my favorite L'Oreal mascara, but very light coats. Make sure that when you're doing 3 coats, you give lashes time to dry in between. So I concentrated mainly on my upper lashes, and when whatever was left in the wand, I just brushed a little on the lower lashes. We do not want to put on mascara on the lower lashes. This is just to remove any kind of concealer or powder that might have gone to the lashes. So yes, if you are going for this youthful, fresh, natural look, then make sure that you are concentrating on your mascara and your lashes. And last tip for young makeup look is to use a lipstick which is kind of my lips but better. I know a lot of people love using bold lips, or you like to go like completely nude lips, which look fabulous for certain occasions. But if you are wanting a makeup look that makes you look very youthful and fresh, then I suggest using a color which is very similar to your natural lips, or something like for Indian skin tone, a dusty pink goes very well. I'm using this L'Oreal lipstick which looks fabulous on. So whenever you are going for such a look, pick a color that looks really natural on you, and while applying, do not like do a full application. Just dab it on your lips, both the lips, and then use your finger to dab, and that gives a very natural kind of lip. It literally looks like this is the color of your own lips, and that is the exact look that we're going for. We do not want to look made up. The more natural you go, the more youthful you're going to look. So make sure that you are using a lipstick which is neither too creamy nor too shiny nor too dry. Just a simple cream formula in a color that really matches which really complements your skin tone and makes you look really nice and fresh. So guys, these are my top 5 makeup tips to look young and fresh. All these tips make sure that you have this really natural, youthful, plump looking skin and really nice, almost no makeup look that makes you look very young and fresh and vibrant. This look is fabulous for summers because we are literally using very less products and blending them very well. It also looks amazing for winter. Also, if you're the kind of person who's not too much into makeup or wants a very subtle look, then this is the best look and you must give it a try. And that is all for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.